nerdrotic.com.
Spider-Man Brand New Day. Everybody thought it was going to be big. Everybody thought it was going to make $1 billion. I thought the first couple of trailers were okay, right? And then that one trailer got me. And what got me about that one, the second to last one, it was the fight scene where he's against the Scorpion, smashes the cop car, and just immediately goes, oh shit. And it showed like, oh my God, this is heroism, and we're going to do heroism in a superhero movie. And then, the costume looked great. Peter Parker is pretty much on his own, pretty much, not all the way. Got a little help still, but I'm like, okay, I'm down. I'm gonna be mildly excited about this movie. Why not? I'm not afraid to get hurt. You hear me, Az? I'm not afraid to get hurt. My pain defines me. Then the retrospective trailer came out. It's like, Zendaya. Put a pin in Zendaya for a minute. Oh, not literally, in the topic of Zendaya. And I'm like, okay. I want this to be good. I want a good Spider-Man movie. Listen, no secret, pretty big Spider-Man fan my entire life. He was my first real favorite superhero. I was introduced to Spider-Man through the Electric Company when he'd walk around doing nothing except for thought bubbles, and it's supposed to teach you how to read. My very first comic, Marvel Team Up number 42, was a Spider-Man comic. He teamed up with Vision. They were in the 1500s fighting an evil pilgrim and Dr. Doom and Scarlet Witch in a two-parter. Great comic book, by the way. Everybody remembers their first comic book. Okay. And then the collecting started. I don't want to tell you how crazy that is. I mean, owning full runs of every Spider-Man title that exists. Yes, I said runs. And very happy that they put the AF-15 cover in the book. I was talking to Flash about that. He's like, yeah, our value's going up. It's like, yeah, baby. Yeah, it is. My son was raised in a comic shop. I mean, could you think of anything cooler? Like, he has no fucking idea how cool that is. Yeah, he does. So he grew up a big Spider-Man fan. He loves Spectacular Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's one of the best everyman characters ever created. Coolest costume, most relatable. Everybody loves Peter Parker. He gets shit on so much and still remains a good dude until Marvel Comics fucked him up later. You know the story. So yes, fan man goggles on a bit. Absolutely. I said it in my video. I'll say it now. With no shame whatsoever. So yeah, so the movie drops. Now they have fan screenings, the Fandango fan screenings. I think they expanded them to 2 that night. So there was a 7 and a 10, which is a lot. And they expanded the Thursday previews to noon. So Thursday's just a fucking opening day. It's not a preview anymore. It's an opening day. And they'll expand it to 10 a.m. by the end of the year, probably. And I am looking forward to the 7-day opening weekend. I want that to happen. How about just releasing a movie when it's ready? Like, it's ready, go. Like I do a video. Like, it's ready, go. So I'm looking forward to the 7-day opening weekend. But there was chatter of it making upwards of $800 and $900 million from some sites, and we're like, that's fucking nuts. That's crazy. No, they were right. Oh, they were wrong because they underestimated. So last night it was estimated that it made $355 million domestically, which would make it, without adjusting for inflation. And listen, I am an inflation bro, so this does matter. But they're saying it beat Avengers Endgame at $360 million, the biggest opening in box office history. And we haven't had the international estimates updated or confirmed yet. But right now it's sitting at $930 something million for its opening weekend, almost $1 billion. So by Saturday, I believe, it had already, Spider-Man Brand New Day had already outgrossed the entirety of the DCU. Remember that cultural phenomenon hit known as Superman's James Gunn that everybody loved, that fucking crawled to $600 million, was completely rejected by the international audience, and the international audience that James Gunn was trying to please by leaving out truth, justice, and the American way, and it still didn't fucking matter? Yeah, I remember. I remember everybody telling us this is a runaway hit, and it made $3.2 trillion in VOD and merchandising sales and all that bullshit. This is what a hit looks like for a superhero film. This is a hit. And theaters have two massive hits on their hands right now. Massive hits. I like one a lot better than the other. I'll say that. Well, the other one I don't like, and I like this. Is Spider-Man more powerful than all of the Avengers combined? I will answer this question, yes. Fake Wizard said it on FNT last week. Couldn't agree more. I'm just interested in Spider-Man movies. And guess what? The general public is. The normies are. Because, listen, I started using the term normies as it relates to AA. So my brothers and sisters in AA in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. So we in AA call the people who can drink, go out there and live your life normally, normies. That's where I got the term from. That's the term for alcoholics, talking about the general public, the guy who could drink half a beer and leave it on the counter and walk away. That's a normie. And it's not a derogatory term at all. So normies for film are, they make the world go round. Always said that. They always will. And you don't know which way they're going to go all the time because they're not dialed into this shit every day like we are. And they'll like what they like and they won't like what they won't like. Normies love Avatar. Normies love Avatar. I can't explain it. I don't get it. It doesn't compute in my head in any way, shape, or form. I have accepted it. And the Avatar movies are ass. They're anti-human, fucking pro-Green Party, environmentalism, anti-colonist bullshit. That's what they are. And pro-colonists, by the way. So normies make the world go round. And normies love Spider-Man. They love Spider-Man. So is Spider-Man more powerful than all of the Avengers, particularly the Avengers in Avengers Doomsday? I think we should put that asterisk in there. Is Spider-Man more powerful than Yelena and Sam Wilson borrowing a Captain America costume, or Ghost, or even our beloved John Walker, who did nothing wrong? Ant-Man? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. All day long. There's certainly a case to be made after Spider-Man Brand New Day captured a mind-boggling record-setting $360 million in its domestic debut, officially ranking as the biggest debut in box office history, except it's not, but that's okay. After landing above Sunday's estimates, $355 million, Brand New Day has outpaced the prior all-time benchmark of 2019's Avengers Endgame with $357 million, not adjusted for inflation. That's important, okay? That's important. Now, if we're just doing one-to-one comparisons, that's fine, but it's still huge. We do not want to take away from how big this is, because this is the follow-up to No Way Home. There is no Toby. There is no Andrew. And we have Tom Holland not only carrying a Spider-Man movie on his own without Iron Man or anything else, it's him really embodying the character at this point. Some may disagree. That's fine. Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Endgame are historic as the only two movies in history to cross 300 million in a single weekend. That puts those ticket sales in perspective. Those behemoths earned around 100 million more to start the third and fourth largest domestic openings, which belong to 2021's No Way Home, and with 260 million and 600 million worldwide opening weekend. And 2018's Avengers Infinity War with 257 million. The top four biggest debuts in box office history belong to Marvel Studios. Spider-Man Brand New Day, Sony and Marvel's fourth comic book adventure starring Tom Holland and Peter Parker, launched a truly heroic 932 million globally. That's amazing. Oh shit, I just did it. I didn't mean to do it that time. A benchmark a benchmark that few films achieve by the end of their box office runs, much less after the 3 days on the big screen. It's the second biggest worldwide debut, trailing only Avengers Endgame with 1.2 billion. That's a big opening. Okay, here's Tom Rothman. What's so funny about this statement is Tom Rothman hates superhero movies. Wow, 360 million thank yous to all the filmmakers, actors, producers, and to my colleagues at Sony who created such a fantastic film and an exceptional marketing and distribution campaign. Fucking spoken like a true. You made a great film and an exceptional marketing and distribution campaign for our product, says Tom Rothman, chairman of Sony Pictures. Records are made to be broken, but we will take great pride in this one for as long as we hold it. He missed somebody in this thank you. Thank all the people involved. That's great. Who did he miss in this thank you? Chat. Kind of a big thing. Who did he miss? The customer. Thank you very much. Where's your fucking thank you for all the people that went out and bought the fucking tickets? Dear friend who said pure capitalism. As much as I'm a big fan of the free market, right? Big fan of capitalism. But what's practiced today is not capitalism. It's corporatism. It's corporatism. That is corporatism. But yeah, I would like, it didn't even cross his mind to go, and all the people who got in their cars and took little Jimmy and Sally to the movie to go see Spider-Man, or if you're in Southern California, Enrique and Alberto, you took them to go see Spider-Man. And it never crosses their mind. That's one thing I noticed, I'm sure you have too, in most of the acceptance speeches when they're not yammering on about politics at award shows. They never go, hey, thanks for going to see our movie, by the way. It's a simple thing. Now, they did, thanks to Tom Cruise, they are now starting to regularly do the, hey, thank you for coming to the theater, right before the movie. I think those are good. I don't care if I think those are good. You need to do that. You're practicing good customer service there. There's an article out there going, Tom Holland, how they'll affix an actor to a box office total. And they're, Scarlett Johansson is the biggest blockbuster actress of all time, because she's been in some big movies. Well, they started to they're like, it's the best Tom Holland opening. It's also the best Zendaya opening. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, stop. Nobody's coming to this fucking movie to see Zendaya. Nobody. Don't affix Zendaya to this movie. Okay? She's not even MJ. Now, to the film's credit, I hate the fact that they call her MJ, but it's Michelle Jones. Michelle Jones Watson. So she's not Mary Jane. But nobody is going to see Spider-Man for Zendaya. Yes, she's also the star of The Odyssey and Dune. Dune Part 3. People see it despite of Zendaya. Yeah. There it is. Thank you. It was the deadline. So far, this is the biggest opening for Zendaya. Like, shut the fuck up. And John Bernthal, let me tell you something. And director Destin Daniel Cretton, outstripping his all-time Labor Day weekend opening with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, a movie that was such a box office juggernaut that they promised poor Simu Liu a sequel and then never gave it to him. They said, hey, little buddy, you can come in our movie where it's basically Battle of the Marvel Studios stars. You can co-star with 75 other people and the 10 bracelets or bangles, as likes to say, the 10 bangles. But after Dune 3 comes out and with the Odyssey, at the end of this, at the end of the year, give me just a second. The article will be written. I predict before the end of the year, we're going to get Zendaya is the biggest actor in Hollywood right now. She brings in the most box office. Dune Part 3, Odyssey, Spider-Man Brand New Day. They're absolutely, yes, Zendaya is Hollywood. And I don't hate Zendaya, okay? I think she's fine. I think she doesn't make a shithead of herself on the red carpet. She seems nice. It's nothing against her personally. Yes, you want to take the money in the jobs while you can, but if you want longevity, especially if you're young, you got to think about what. It's an important thing to say no to some things and showing restraint. Thinking about the future, going, do I want to cash in on this now, or do I want to maybe stay away from it and look at the big picture? So we'll see. But she's not like overexposed like Pedro. Pedro's just annoying everywhere. She's getting there though. Not annoying like Pedro, but overexposed. But that article will absolutely be there by the end of the year. They will be singing songs about and writing stories and oral traditions of Zendaya being the greatest actor in the history of Hollywood and her generational run, as the kids say. Do they still say it? I don't know. I don't care. In 2026, when she starred in Spider-Man Brand New Day, the greatest scowling face. That's right. So, yeah, I'm going to see Spider-Man again. I thought it really captured Spidey. It's got its problems. I talked about it in the review for me. A lot of people are scoring it higher. That's fine. Some of my friends are scoring it much lower. I'm looking forward to that. It's all good. I am happy that, yes, there is some Disney Marvel elements. Yelena's scene is a complete MCU scene. And then as I mentioned in my video, the misunderstood, victimized female antagonist, which is a very Marvel thing. I think that was an easy fix. And they didn't do it at the end. You could have easily fixed that. It would have been a post-credit scene, a better post-credit scene than they had. And they could have fixed my issues with her murdering people. Yes, Jean Grey has lost it in the past. She becomes Dark Phoenix, for crap's sake. So if you're setting that up, and what I heard from my friend who worked on it is you're setting up the moral ambiguity of the X-Men, and you're doing it through Jean Grey, and you're showing how dangerous these you're establishing that humanity kind of has a point. And I'm not against this. They kind of have a point with like, oh shit, we have these things popping up, these people popping up who can become invisible. You know, it's a concern. It is, especially when you can, I don't know, mind rape people, which is what it was. So she had a guy walk in front of a car. But more importantly, she did this 1 kilometer mind wave that froze which was 1 kilometer in New York City. That's 1 million people. That's a fucking million people. So some of them are operating machinery. Some of them are driving cars. Some of them are riding motorcycles. Some of them are just about to get on the train. Some of them are in that moment of, oh, if I get interrupted, like something could happen. You know, in the midst of an accident that maybe gets averted, but maybe not because you just got mind raped. There's helicopters flying over, I would guess. Does the wave go up? How far does it go up? Does it go 1 kilometer up? I don't know. So some people are dying. I don't know how many, but some people are dying in that situation. They just are. It's the same with the blip. You bring everybody back. Okay. How many people were in planes? If we want to get really crazy, what was the position of the Earth 5 years earlier? Because it wasn't where it was. Did a bunch of people just, I mean, actually, everybody who came back should have been in space. It should have just been blipped back in the vacuum of space. So, yeah, there was a lot to think about. It's just like with the blip. And I think this could have been avoided, but this is how you're setting up your X-Men. It's a strange way to do it. And my easy fix was she willingly goes and turns herself in. And then you have a post-credit scene of you see a wheelchair, like just the bottom of a wheelchair. That's it. That kind of fixes it. And not killing anybody. But even if she did, I still think that makes it's better than, oh, we're going to let her go. It's like, you almost had me at a much higher score. But the Tom Holland Peter stuff was, and Spider-Man stuff was fucking awesome. It was great. Savage Hulk is back. I didn't think I was going to like PG-13 Punisher, but I did. He hammed it up a little bit too much in a lot too much in a couple of scenes. When he's shooting at the Hulk, he's I was like, oh. So the questions of superhero fatigue, and superhero fatigue is dead. And as I said earlier, superhero fatigue, like everybody says, is from too many bad movies. If things were mediocre, they'd be fine. Talk to me when we can have a runaway hit that isn't an aging Hugh Jackman, isn't a gimmick. So we'll know they're healthy again when you can introduce I don't know, let's take a character like Blade. Blade, pretty simple character. He kills vampires. Pretty easy premise. He kills vampires. And you take that and you just have Blade killing vampires. Make it rated R, bloody, sexy. And he kills vampires. And that does well. And you do a Blade movie at what? Make it a $70 million budget. And it, goes out and makes $400 million at the box office. That's great. That's what you need to do. And I still think there's the energy and enthusiasm for that. The problem is that once these studios, they're like the government. Once they start spending a bunch of money on their movies, they can't backtrack it. So as you know, with the government, the reason spending goes nuts is because you have your allotted budget to department, whatever fucking department it is, some useless fucking department that could be closed. And if they go under that budget, they will get less money. So they always make sure to get to that budget however possible. That's the same thing. You get less money. Hollywood does not like contraction, and that's what it needs. It needs to get smaller, smarter, leaner. Unions don't want leaner. Unions do not want leaner and meaner. And honestly, neither do the corporations either. So that's gonna be a big problem going ahead, because they need to just make cheaper superhero movies and maybe ground them a little bit and not have everybody fighting a giant beam of light in the sky, or a misunderstood, victimized female antagonist. Like have them fighting an evil bad guy. Now, I said it in my video, black guy's a bad guy again. That's good. Let's have some women taking accountability. I think that would be a good logical next step, don't you? But when we'll see with Ghost Rider. Even Spider-Man, they had to throw in Hulk and Punisher. Hulk's not in it very much. Punisher is, but this is probably as close to like a pure. Well, it's not though. As close as we're going to get to like a solo, like Spider-Man doing stuff by himself. Although he's not, because he's got Evie, a very expensive AI. But holy shit. A good performance could carry a movie for me. A good performance, a character I relate to could carry a movie, and Tom Holland just fucking killed it. I never thought I would say that. But he was so good. But I think if they want to avoid superhero fatigue, they need. Listen, a bunch of us wanted the interconnected universe before it happened. Every comic book fan, like, I want Hulk interact. I want to see Punisher and Spider-Man fighting the Hulk. Yes. You could maybe leave out Yelena fighting Yelena as Mystique. I could live without that, but that's the shit we wanted to see. We wanted to see, I don't know, the Silver Surfer and Galactus, not female Silver Surfer. Like, this is what we wanted, the interconnectivity. But now that we've seen it and the way that Hollywood has done it, and the degradation of Marvel, where everybody's just wearing boring tactical suits and they do this to put their mask on, is it's gotten very stale. So now they need to not do that anymore. They need to stay away from the cinematic universe. I think the DCU has put the final nail in the fucking cinematic universe coffin. It's not that the MCU is going to stop, but if DC wants to survive, they need to fire James Gunn. They need to bring on somebody who knows what they're doing, and they need to do one-offs, which they could adapt all day long. DC can adapt one-offs that just, they're singular stories. We're not even starting a franchise.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.